One, Oscar Pistorius has been released on parole today after his conviction and sentencing for the murder of his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp. But from her death, the I Reeva Steenkamp Foundation emerged, empowering, educating and assisting victims of gender-based violence. The foundation has already assisted many victims of GBV, creating a space where they can heal, talk and find their voice again. The foundation is based in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape, where Lerato Fekisi has more.
Well, a very good morning. I can indeed confirm that the I Reeva Steenkamp Foundation has replied to the release of Oscar Pistorius this morning. And I'd just like to quote a few lines that stood out for me when I got the media release this morning. A line that stood out for me, which actually comes from June Steenkamp, which is Reeva's mom, which says, "Has there been justice for Reeva? Has Oscar served enough time? There can never be justice if your loved one is never coming back. And no amount of time served will bring back Reeva. We who remain behind bars are the ones serving the life sentence." With the release of Oscar Pistorius on parole, my only desire, as I quote from her, is to be allowed to live the rest of my years focusing in peace and also remaining committed to the I Reeva Steenkamp Foundation to continue Reeva's legacy. And that's what we're talking about this morning, is how do we continue, or how does the legacy of Reeva continue? And you might be wondering, why would you decide to do a crossing on the beach? And the significance of this beach is that this is a beach where Reeva Steenkamp's ashes were thrown, and every single year on the 14th of February when she died, the Steenkamp family come here and they pay a tribute to her by scattering roses onto the ocean. That's just a month away. But joining me this morning is Tanya Kun, who has played such a pivotal role, and also June did also thank her in the statement of the support, of the guidance she's giving the Steenkamp Foundation and June during their time of loss. Tanya, let's just first talk about the foundation. It was founded obviously to try and make sure that the legacy of Reeva Steenkamp carries on, and now that Oscar is being released, there's even more reason for the foundation to keep on going.
Yes, look, nothing will change for the foundation. We've always believed that education is the key, and we will continue to educate. We will continue to assist victims with protections orders, with legal advice if they need a safe place to go to. And what we're really proud of is our annual law bursary that we award to a deserving student. So yes, we will continue Reeva's legacy. The foundation was established not to celebrate or to commemorate the way she died, but in fact to celebrate the way she lived, because that was what Reeva was going to do and was doing while she was alive.
Can you also just maybe speak about some of the highlights of the foundation? I know you will spoke about the bursary, but also some of the highlights in terms of victim support that the foundation has offered so far.
I think what we're especially proud of, or especially focus on, is the youth. So we go to primary schools specifically because we believe that bullying is where it starts, and we try and educate the youth to say that that's unacceptable. We've also taken a gynecologist, for instance, to a school, and we teach girls about their bodies, what it means to say no, what is acceptable behavior and what is not acceptable behavior. So that I particularly think is a very important aspect of the foundation.
And then lastly, Tanya, obviously like June said, that what she wants more than anything now is to live a life of peace, away from the media, away from the limelight, and to focus on making sure that the legacy of Reeva lives on.
Yes, absolutely. You know, there's a misperception that June and Barry are the ones that reach out to the media. That's not true. Whenever something happens, the media will contact us, and I've always held the view, and I've said to June and Barry, if they give one interview, it really means that the rest goes away. So it's been a very difficult time, obviously, especially for her this year. A few people very close to her, and then of course Barry has also passed away. So yeah, she's looking forward to really just having a bit of peace.
Thank you so much, Tanya. And obviously the foundation has got some beneficiaries, people who have actually benefited from the foundation. And I'm going to talk now to Jenna Beckett, one of the foundation's beneficiaries. Jenna, you've been lucky to be one of the beneficiaries of the foundation. Just speak to us exactly how the foundation has helped you.
So I was the bursary recipient in 2019, which obviously assisted greatly in getting through my final year of studies and a bit into my articles as well. And other than that, I've been able to be surrounded and learn from so many amazing women and men who are all committed to the fight against gender-based violence. I've learned better ways within my profession as an attorney how to deal with gender-based violence, clients who have experienced it. I've learned how to teach others to deal better with gender-based violence, and overall, it's just been such a privilege and such a great experience to be surrounded by these people, and also to know that in some way I can give back and assist those who really need it.
And indeed, I think there's no other way of making sure that Reeva's legacy lives on, by making sure such as things as policy within law are changed to suit the victims. Is that something that you want to focus on, obviously, going forward as an advocate?
I think gender-based violence as a whole, all the laws that relate to that need to be rearranged to suit women specifically, and the ways that we deal with that, the easy access to the courts, which is a problem to some women, the comfortable with which they don't feel that they can come forward when they need to. We need to somehow show women that regardless of their circumstances, they're safe to come forward, they have a safe place to go, and that they are professionals out there who can help them, whether it's attorneys, advocates, or psychologists, or professionals in a foundation like this one. They have a place to go.
So much. Well, that was Jenna Beckett, a beneficiary of the I Reeva Steenkamp Foundation, and I really believe that wherever Reeva is, she's definitely smiling to hear such a young person and a young attorney speaking about the importance of rearranging the law so that it suit the victims, speaking about access to courts being made better, and saying that, you know, she has been a beneficiary of the bursary offered by the foundation, saying that she has learned so much about victim support, about gender-based violence, and what she can do in the law fraternity to really suit the victims in this case. And also Tanya Kuhn just obviously ending off by saying that what's important now for June Steenkamp is to make sure that she lives a life of peace, away from the media, away from the limelight, but focusing on what's really important, to supporting gender-based violence victims through the foundation. But for now, let's go back to you in studio.